As we continue this disturbing timeline, watch closely as Letecia begins to unravel. You'll notice her need for control, constantly asking questions, needing to know who said what and when. It's clear. She's not just concerned, she's anxious. Not for Gannon's sake, but for her own. The walls are closing in, and Letecia is trying to stay one step ahead of the police. But that grip, it's slipping. Let's take a look at the text and then listen in on the Starbucks police interview where she starts spinning her web, face to face with law enforcement. On January 28th, 9 seconds after midnight, Letecia calls Al a couple of times, and then they start texting. She sends him a text. Please help me. Please talk to me. And then he said, what's wrong? I can't sit on this house. Lena's on the bike. And he said, did she see him while she was riding? And Letecia says, that Gannon, and he has the hood on. He was doing that yesterday. The lady has a better image, but it's too big to load. You can see it's a switch case. And then Al says, what did you say he Googled? Hold, I'll send. Then she sends a screenshot of the Google search that was done on Gannon's phone that we all know Letecia did. Can my parent find my cell phone if it's off? Then she says, think he would trying to go to their house, the FV family. Sounds crazy, but he was looking up their address if that's near here. I don't know. Anything else being said on that Facebook page? No, just people saying to start again in the morning after sunrise. No, she came back and he was leaving. Huh? I don't know. I was answering something. People brought us food. Okay. And then she goes on, continues texting. This one was at 1:49 in the morning. The pains are getting worse. Not being insensitive at all. Just letting you know. Please talk. Are you up? No one has reached out to me but Lorson Ranch. I always give it my all and try to do my best at everything I do. Letecia keeps saying, I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm not trying to be insensitive, while she's making it about her and being insensitive. This man is hundreds of miles away at training. His son is missing, and she's complaining about herself. Please focus on me. Talk to me. I need to know what you're doing. Who are you talking to? What's going on? She wants to know what's going on so she can be on top of the investigation. And then an hour later, she sends a text to Deidre Moss. Gannon has been missing since he was outside playing yesterday. And then she texts Al. And no one is ever supportive to step parents, like they mean nothing when I did beyond my part. Oh my God, what are you talking about? Gannon is missing and you're worried about what people are saying to you? I have no one to talk to. What? No one said anything to me. Dozens of people were out looking and people brought you food. Like, stop being ungrateful, Letecia. They brought you food. Oh, I was telling you how I felt and that all I was here was the Lorson Ranch people. Gannon has no one right now. That's who has no one to talk to. Yeah, Letecia. And then she goes on, meaning I had other friends here. You totally read it wrong. There was no one putting myself over this. You are my husband, and I was saying my feelings. You completely took it wrong. I never discredited anything. You were saying people were talking to you. Forget I even mentioned having chest pains. I wasn't taking away anything. I was saying they were worse and wish I had someone to help. Regardless, I'm human, a person too, who has pain and worried. What do you mean he has no one? He is talking with his friends, maybe not good friends. He is coming home once he sees the news. All I'm saying is talk to me. Like you haven't said anything about yourself. He's in a car long gone, Al responds. And how we can help each other, Letecia responds. There is no way he got to the gas station by 4 p.m. on foot. I mean, she's trying to prove that he was at a gas station. There's this photo, and Al's like, there's no way he got there by 4 o'clock. And let's not forget, Letecia knows damn well where that kid is. He's in her trunk, dead, because she put him there. Then she tries to act surprised. Long gone? Like with friends, right? I'm just so lost as to what to say. And it's also sad, and I have hurt, but you won't talk to me about yours. So that's all I'm saying is to talk to me, help each other out. I can't sleep. I asked the neighborhood to pray for you on your flight and help you. I'm just so devastated. I run time the door at every sound. So I can't imagine you. I'm just hurting for you and me to be, I just don't know what to say or do or where to search next. I've been in his life since he was 5, and I've helped take care of him and most of his adolescent years. I don't understand. I think he may be peer pressured. And I don't know about the salt stuff. And like, I keep imagining salts everywhere, and my brain won't stop thinking if he has food. He hadn't eaten yet because we were supposed to at 6. Is there anywhere I could go? I have to do something. Please talk to me and tell me. All of this little stream of text messages is bizarre because we know that she set up the bath salts. She's trying to act, I don't know about the bath salt stuff. That was all her story, saying that she had been taking care of him since he was 5 years old, that she's been in his life. Like, why is that relevant at this point? And talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. You know, maybe Al's not ready to share his feelings because he's probably really confused about what's going on. He's not around. You're lying to him. I really do feel for Al. She's texts him again. Obviously, she's been up all night. I'm sure worried about going to jail. And we know she's not worried about where Gannon is because she knows where Gannon is. And she says, babe, please, what do you mean long gone? Now I'm freaking out. She's freaking out because she wants to know, did Al hear that from someone? Did somebody know what happened to Gannon? What does Al know that she doesn't know? That's why she wants him to keep talking to her, keep feeding her information that he's getting from the police to see if they're suspecting her. And there's the whole woesy me and oh, poor stepmothers always get the short end of the stick. Now I'm freaking out. I want to talk to you. I need to be there for you. I'm glad you have lots of people there for you, but we need each other. I need to be there for you most. No, you need him to be there for you most, not you need to be there for him. We know you don't care about nobody but yourself. Are you awake? What time do you leave? I feel so sick I'm going to help the search people. Babe, you said your plane was early. I can't sleep. Babe, are you okay? You're supposed to be on the plane. And you have said nothing in hours. Babe, you have to be up for your flight. Is at 6. Where are you? Now, babe, your flight is at 6. She sent around 4:30, between 4:30 and 4:42. Well, we all know that when you have a flight at 6 o'clock, you have to be at the airport 2 hours early, right? So that means around 4 o'clock he was at the airport. So it's highly possible he was either going through checkpoint or looking for the terminal, or he's really busy trying to get back home to search for his child. And again, she's making it all about her. And then around 5 o'clock, someone with an 843-503 number sends her a text. Any new information? And Letecia says, no, I keep checking the door every few minutes. Last we heard was he was at a store getting food. That was a child at a store getting food. But like Al said, there's no way he got there on foot. And then at almost 5 o'clock, she sends a text to Al. I'm sorry that you felt the need to ignore me checking in, especially my husband getting on a flight with the tragedies that happened with the helicopter this week. I know you're worried, but it doesn't mean to ignore me and not be kind. His flight is at 6. This is 5 o'clock. He is in the airport. I understand her franticness about him not answering her, but her over anxiousness, over needing to talk to him is bizarre. And then 15 minutes later, she gets a text from 719-338 number. Someone posted he wasn't at school either. And Letecia says he had to go to the doctor's for his stomach. Honestly, I don't keep up with friends. Albert lets them walk around the neighborhood, but he was here in the afternoon. Wait a minute. He had to go to the doctor for his stomach? That's the first I heard about him going to the doctor that day. Another lie from Letecia. And then at 5:30, she sends a text to a 631-848 number. Albert is hurting and taking it out on me, crying out for some attention because Al is on an airplane trying to get home. And then at 5:41, between 5:41 and 5:57 a.m., she texts Landon from Gannon's cell phone a photo of his bed and toys and said, he left every toy. And Landon says, yeah, I get that he left and isn't back. And it's not like Gannon. Something's not right. And Letecia responds, so you saying he left planning to do something else, but then something else happened? And Landon said, yes. And then she sends a close-up picture of toys. And Landon said, I can't see this stuff, Tisha. Leaving here with my brother at 3:30 for Myrtle. Can we stay there? And Letecia says, just ask Albert so he isn't upset with me about making decisions without asking. But someone can't get you from the airport. Holly or I can. Sorry, it was a typo. She meant either Harley or I will go get Landon at the airport. But you can see Landon is clearly annoyed. Like, why are you sending me these photos? And she's just confused. Like, she's upset. She needs to find her child, and Leticia's trying to send him on a wild goose chase. Look, he didn't even take his game. At 6:18, video surveillance from 6626 Mandan Drive shows the Nissan moved to the curb. And then a text message comes in from a 719-338 number and says, is there an Amber Alert out yet? Is Al home? Someone was saying he was in Oklahoma. And Letecia says, yes, Oklahoma. And you can't do an Amber Alert unless you know that someone took them and have to have that person's name and tag. And then Letecia sends a text to Harley. Don't answer the door for anyone. I'm going to see if people are out looking. At 6:22, the Volkswagen was seen leaving Mandan Drive through your surveillance video from 6626. You can see that the Volkswagen pulls out. And then at 6:32 that it returns. About 10 minutes later, at 6:34, Al lands in Denver, and he sends a text message to Letecia letting her know that he had just landed. At 6:35, Letecia sends a text to Landon from Gannon's phone, "I'm heading out with the neighbor searchers." And Landon says, "Find my baby, please." Then at 6:36, video surveillance shows that Letecia's Volkswagen backs into the garage. At 6:38, 2 seconds later, she starts texting Al again. Remember all that franticness about, "Why aren't you answering me? Talk to me, talk to me." Well, he let her know that he landed at 6:34, and then, between 6:38 and 6:55, she finally responds to him, "Good. But why were you ignoring? I was worried you didn't make a flight." Then Al says, "I'm not ignoring. I laid down. I'm at the airport. I haven't really slept. Flight leaves here at 7:30. Letecia responds, "I understand you are upset, but you are my teammate, and parents stick together and not take it out on each other. He's coming home today." She knows damn well that boy ain't coming home today. And then Al inquires about, "How's Lena?" Letecia says she's tired, and Landon said they're coming, and if they could stay. I said they had to ask you, that I wasn't making decisions like that. And then Al said, "Yes. In times like this, we put all differences aside. Hello, Al. My name is Janus Cadenas. I have been in contact with your wife throughout the night. I am a neighbor here in Lorson Ranch. Canberra gave me your info. I wanted to let you know I sent T a Facebook message that the news sent me with their contact info. They said if you can call their newsroom, KKTV, they can get a statement released ASAP. We need someone from the family to call our newsroom. If you know them or know someone who does, please pass along any information. 719-578. Praying for you all. We are currently getting a meal train set up for you all, so you have one less thing to worry about. Please do not hesitate to reach out if y'all need anything." And then Letecia responds, "Okay, I don't agree, but it's your choice." She's responding to Landon staying over. Like, they want to find their child, and you're going to play little, "Oh, I'm the jealous wife. Oh my God, you're going to let your ex-wife stay in our house while you're looking for your child." And then Al reiterates to Letecia, "I just got that." So that she, refocus yourself, Letecia. This isn't about you. We're still trying to find Gannon. And then she says, "Yeah, that's Jane. She's out here searching with us." And then Al says, "Please call the news." She says, "It's on 5 stations. Please don't change your plans because I want you guys to be able to be together, but I'm probably going to stay somewhere else." Manipulation. That's manipulation. "Oh, I'm going to go somewhere else if your ex-wife stays in our house while you look for your baby." And he says, "Then do that." Perfect, Al. Perfect response. Then she says, "Okay, I don't want anyone here cursing and flipping out. Thank you. Well, I'm heading out to the searches. Okay. Can you call me in a minute?" Well, someone saw him, but I guess you are too busy talking to someone else instead. The jealousy is coming out. Oh my God. Could Al be talking about his ex-wife while they're trying to find their child? And then there were several calls between 6:57 and 6:59 between Letecia and Al. They played a little phone tag, they talked a little bit, but not much was said. Around 6:59 a.m. to 7:15 a.m., Letecia texts Al, "Oh my God, what happened? Albert, I'm trying not to lose it in the airport. Please don't push me. About the location. I don't understand things if you don't communicate. Text it." Last night around 6:30 p.m., we saw him running in the rain off Academy and Fountain Road area. The boy was running westbound on Fountain Road. Good luck on your search and sending prayers to you and your family. I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I was telling you to see what you wanted to do. We have over 100 people searching. And this whole time, she's just like giving this poor man false hope, knowing what she did. Do what you think is best and willing. If he was in the side of town, then he was taken and was trying to run. Wait, where is that? The bad Burger King? Okay, a team is going that way. Lena can't go to school. She's falling out crying. What's our plan when you get here? Let me get there and we will make a plan. Okay, Landon said she's going to whatever neighborhood that he was last seen last night and knocking. How did Jane contact you? Everyone said she's trying to get me, but I haven't got anything. Text. That one I sent. Okay, neighbors asking me. That's all I got. And then Gannon's phone, controlled by Letecia, called to Landon's phone and they speak for about approximately 7 minutes. And then Letecia at 7:17 starts doing a search on Priceline.com to look for cheap car rentals. At 7:35 a.m., Harley sends the KKTV contact request form to Letecia, and then Letecia calls the KKTV, I assume setting up some kind of an interview. And then in between 7:27 and 7:41, Letecia sends text and Al, I talked to the news. Okay. Yeah, I tagged a few of them in the Insta post. Principal just called to, do you have the case number? I can't find the card, and the news needs it. Deputy Sean Donahue, El Paso County Sheriff's Office, 719-663, and the case number. Are you going to be driving a lot? I assume so. Why? Okay, I was going to get a small economy car for miles and for gas. You think that's okay? Sure. Have you left Denver? I'm on the plane, airplane mode, only like a 30-minute flight. So her renting a car, she tried to make it like, are you going to be driving a lot? Because I don't want to put miles on my car. I have a lease, a la da 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 da. But at the end of the day, she doesn't want to go pick up Al in a vehicle where she either has or has had Gannon's body in the trunk. You know, open trunk, put luggage in, and ooh, there's Gannon. Or open truck, put luggage in, and what is all that blood? That's why she rented a car. So at 7:36 to 7:37, Harley FaceTimes Letecia. Doesn't look like she answered. And then there's a incoming text from 719659. Hey T, any updates? How can we help right now? What are police saying? It's Christine Garcia, Jocelyn's mom. My coworker has a video of a boy running, but he has jeans, white shoes, and a blue jacket. Oh, did he have jeans, white shoes, and a blue jacket? And then at 8:13, Letecia's Volkswagen leaves Mandan Drive. At 8:23 a.m., Landon sends a text to Gannon's phone, which I'm not, it seems kind of weird that she keeps using Gannon's phone instead of just use your own. Like, I understand you might not like Landon or whatever, but she is Gannon's mother and you're communicating with her anyway. Just give her your number. The pettiness is crazy. So Landon says, can you send me the pics of him at the store or anything you have? And then at 8:26 a.m., Letecia does a Google search, employee parking at COS. And then at 8:29 a.m., Al texts Letecia, I just landed. You picking me up? Yes. And then at 8:30 a.m., you can see there's a parking receipt where she parks at the short-term parking at the airport with her Volkswagen. And then at 8:32 a.m., Harley FaceTimes Letecia. And then at 8:37, Letecia texts Al, okay, I'm almost inside. Then at 8:42 a.m., Harley FaceTimes Letecia. At 8:44 a.m., Letecia texts Harley, what shoes are at the front door? Harley sends a text message of the shoes at the front door. It's kind of interesting why she would ask what shoes were at the front door. He texts Harley again, are you working? No. Pull your car in the garage. And Harley says, I don't have work until tomorrow. Okay, right now? And she said yes. Now that's really peculiar because remember, her Volkswagen was backed into the garage. She pulled it out of the garage to go park it in short-term parking, rent a car to go pick up her husband. So she could be worried that by her Volkswagen not being there, that it exposed some blood evidence that she didn't clean up. So she's telling her to pull her car in to cover up whatever evidence might have dripped onto the floor. That's just my guess, but we will explore this together. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Why do you think she was asking Harley to back her vehicle into the garage? And then at 8:50 a.m., Letecia picks up the Kia Rio from the Avis car rental. Then at 8:54, Harley texts Letecia letting her know that she had pulled the car in. And then there were 3 outgoing calls from Letecia, one to an 843421 number, and then she calls Deborah Locklear, and then again calls Deborah Locklear. Looks like the first call was not answered. At 9:15, Letecia and Al arrive back home in the Kia. And then at 9:19, the news calls Letecia, and then the sheriff's office calls Letecia at 9:22 a.m. And then at 10:10 a.m., Harley texts into a group text, hey guys, my little brother is missing, so if you could keep an eye out. We haven't seen him since 4 p.m. yesterday. He could be anywhere now because we know he's been traveling in a vehicle. He's only 11. I'll keep you guys updated, so if you guys could just keep an eye out. Thank you. And then the sheriff's office releases a social media post of a bulletin for a missing child. At 11:03 a.m., a text message to Letecia from a 210313 number. We have hit up all Fountain businesses and Walmarts. And Letecia says, thank you. Then 11:09, she texts Al, you inside? Yes. Any luck? What are they doing, babe? Talking. What are they saying? They misread the footage. He doesn't think he was here. What? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Her shock. Oh my God. What? When she knows. Just so bizarre how someone can be such a diabolical liar like this woman. Which is why I decided to do this video, because it's so bizarre. At 11:43 a.m., she texts Harley. Albert said to tell Lena to work on her clothes, her room. Okay, before everyone gets there. And then at 12:30, the patrol's second neighborhood canvass. They're still looking for Gannon. 12:49, there's an incoming text from a 210313 number. There is a family with hunting and tracking canines that would like to assist. Would you like me to put them in contact with you? Could you give me their number? I will talk to my husband and add it to our list. We are so overwhelmed and no one has slept. What? Why would she is saying no because she does not want the canine tracking dogs to come near her house because she knows they're going to pick up a cadaver scent. on her garage. So at 12:59, she does a Google search. Can Nintendo find my Switch? She's starting to get worried because there was an earlier conversation. So before Gannon went missing, before she killed Gannon, she did a search. Can Nintendo find my Switch? And she was pretty confident that Nintendo could not find her Switch, his Switch. So wherever she put Gannon, she put that Switch with him. Well, then Gannon's mother, Landon, said, oh, no, you can track a Switch. So then she does another Google search on how to track the Switch. Well, now it's a whole day later. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the 28th, a day after he went missing. And now she's like, oh, my God, what if they can track it? Will they find it? Because we don't know at this point whether Gannon was still in the trunk of the Volkswagen at short-term parking, or was he already dumped to that temporary location in the woods? We don't know that at this point. At 1:03 p.m., Letecia FaceTimes Harley. And then at 1:28 a.m., Detective Bethel meets with Letecia and Al at Starbucks.
I wasn't sure what you were going to be in.
Yeah. So, do you guys just want to stand out here, or do you want to go in the...
We can go in.
Okay. I'm Detective Bethel, by the way. This is my partner, Detective Riley.
Sorry, I'm just a little...
So we were just notified about what's going on with Gannon, and so I just want to start from the beginning to make sure that I have accurate information. So your name, ma'am?
It's Tecia. Same last name, Stauch. AUC.
Your date of birth?
8483.
Give me the address, because I don't think that street name's right.
It's just Mandan, Manda.
How long have you guys lived there?
A little over a year.
Here. And your name, sir?
First name's Eugene. Same last name.
Your date of birth?
9/20/82.
All right. Where do you work, ma'am?
The BD3.
Which school?
I don't know. I do different things at Flipper College.
And you, sir?
Army National Guard. Full time.
So tell me a little bit about Gannon. How old is he? He's 11?
That's what y'all put out. And that's kind of our attention, and that's not true.
Right. That's what I was told, too.
So we were like, everything we've been basing our mindset on has been based over that.
Because someone actually texted him.
Yeah, the detective last night texted me. I was in Oklahoma at Fort Sill for training, and I had to come home emergency. But like, he texted me last night. He's like, "Yeah, we saw him on the camera. Came in, did not look distressed. Bought some chips, left on foot." I mean, I can show you the text if you want to see it. But,
Sure. When did you go to Fort Sill?
when? Yeah. I left Sunday. I've been there one day.
What school does Gannon attend?
Grand Mountain.
Grand Mountain?
Yeah, it's in our neighborhood.
I was going to say, I think that's a new one that opened up
Yes.
together, huh? Tell me about his friends.
Most of his friends are right there, like right around our house. Like, he has boys that live right at the end of the street. He plays with them most of the time. Braden is his name.
What's Braden's last name?
I don't know. I mean, I got all his parents' phone numbers, and we talk to him all the time. But
If I could get their number, too.
yeah,
So we have Braden.
I don't know.
So they're like two families that live in the same house, but they're like related. So
Well, Connor, I know, but Connor goes to Webster.
There's a Connor, but he goes to Webster initially, like, because they rezoned him because of the new school or whatever. So he went there last year.
And Connor's mom has been with us the past day or two.
She works at Webster.
Yeah, she works at Webster.
So this is one of them. That's one. So like I said, I think it's two brothers and their families live in the same house. And they got like 3 or 4 kids between them.
But that's associated to Braden?
I think that's Braden's uncle. I got Braden's mom in there too. But you can get to him through this guy. It's his uncle, so.
When was the last time that Gannon went to school?
It would have been last week, right?
Yeah, so Gannon went to school on Friday.
Friday, yeah.
When does he return home from school?
Get home like 3:15ish.
Yeah, 3:05 to 3:15 because they changed the new time of the school. Or it used to be like 3:30 to 3:45 because of like snow days or whatever.
So Braden and Connor, are those the only 2 friends?
I mean,
I don't even know any parents.
I'm looking
He wants
for.
to meet them all and talk to them, so he has all their numbers. I don't even I know them from coming to our house. So I don't have a.
There's one more. This so Lily is my daughter's friend, but she has a brother that's Gannon's age as well, and they kind of live like right behind us.
What is the brother's name?
Reese. I do know that because I hear Lena say it all the time.
Yeah. So they live on the next street over, and sometimes they'll ride their bikes over there, but they mainly play with these boys, these Braden, and then right next door to them is a group of girls that my daughter plays with. I just know their mom. Canberra is the mom, and that's her number right there. 801.
So this is part of the
CAMBRA, I think.
So that's a mom of
my daughter's friends. So it's like 3 girls.
But one of them is the age of Gannon.
Yeah, I mean they're all these kids are like they range from like first grade to like they're 6.
So these are neighbors.
Yeah, basically they live 2 or 3 houses down, but they live next door to one of those 2.
Okay.
And that's about it. That's all they really play with. Now he's got some other friends at school, but he never really goes to their house and stuff like that. The point of concern was this right here. This is where the concern started. I'll show you the text message he sent me. Okay, so this was, he stayed at home yesterday because his stomach was hurting.
So we went hiking on Sunday.
Okay, so yeah.
I would tell her that part.
Yeah,
She sees about the stomach. And we went to Garden of Gods, and we get probably about, I don't know, a few miles down, a few feet in. He's like, oh, my stomach hurts. I'm like, yeah, it's probably because you haven't been, like exercising, whatever. And he's had this problem for a while because he gets like really bad constipation. And so his stomach was hurting all through the night. And you were either on the plane or
something. I was on the way
but we were like texting back and forth. And I was like, should I just stay at home? Because there was a blood and stuff coming out of his blood a little bit. And so I was like, I didn't want him going to school like that and be scared because he goes through like multiple underwear. Okay. So
and he gets really down and embarrassed about that too.
So he gets embarrassed. He's very like emotional about that type of thing because he's sad about it. So he stayed at home. Well, we went and got the dogs some new outfits. We got 2 new puppies. So we went and got the dog new outfits at the Petco. I think it's on Coles, Nevada exit maybe. I don't know the numbers, but I know it's Nevada and the Coles right there. So we went to Nevada, went to Coles. He sat in the car because he wasn't feeling well, but I wanted to make sure he was going to eat, and I gave him some Pedialyte and stuff like that. I think that's about it. Got food, went to Petco, came back, whatever. So when we came back, he was texting you, and that's where you want to pick this.
So he had spilled a candle in the house, whatever. He was because he felt like he was smelling bad because of his accident. He lit a candle and was playing. He spilled the candle, so he got really upset because he made a mess with that too. So
then, burned a big.
So then this is where he starts texting me. I'm in Oklahoma, so he told me my tummy hurts, blah blah blah. I'm just trying to stay positive, And so he's worried about teacher said he was really worried about getting in trouble not for the accident, but for the candle thing. So then right here, I was like, we'll talk later. And he's like, do we have bath salts? And I'm like, immediately, I know what that's all about. So I'm like, what's going on? And where did you hear this from? So I immediately texted her. I was like, we have a little bit for baths and stuff. So I was like, put all the stuff we use for our baths and put it away somewhere so he can't access it until we find out what's going on. And then I asked him for what.
Can I tell us something about that?
Yeah.
So with that, the day before, when he tells me this, I said, he came in and asked me, did we have any the day before, which was the Sunday. And I gave him a bath bomb because I really didn't know bath salt. I didn't know. So I gave him a bath bomb and we went and took a bath. I still was clueless to the bath salts until we looked it up.
So then he tells me this. My friend said if I got some, we could play this weekend. And I told him, no, absolutely not. And we were still talking at this point. And then he was like, he went on a little bit. And then he's like, his brother has a car for a sleepover if I could come over Friday. And that's kind of the end of it, other than just some more haze. So that's where we get the idea that he may have left. Well, no, he told her he was going to play. So,
which he does,
which they do all the time. They walk out and they're like, where are you going? Be back at such and such time. And they're always, maybe he's 10 minutes late, but nothing like this. So I don't even know who this friend is. That's the biggest concern on the surface. That's why I said no, because like she said, I always like to walk over there and meet, hey, this is blah, blah, blah.
We don't know
get the phone numbers.
With the car.
Yeah. We don't know anybody that has an older sibling that drives. None of his friends that we're aware of. So from these other people, we got some names of other kids on the bus that he plays with, and so we kind of hunted them down last night door to door. Well, they did while I was on the way back. Found one kid named Jimmy, but he wasn't. They hadn't seen him, and then they were like, "Well, this kid has an older brother or whatever." And they went to their house, and they're like, "No, we haven't seen him." So that's when it really was
gave
alarming.
Us information that Jimmy had an older sibling, so of course we all went.
We think it was them just put people together.
Right. So then Jimmy's dad answers the door and they show the picture to Jimmy. Connor's mom was the one with my daughter. She's a 17-year-old. So he's like, yeah, I think I know that kid. And then they were like, do you know Jimmy? And the guy was like, yeah, that's my son. And then he was like, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but we don't have an older child that drives. I don't know if she said Jimmy was the oldest, but whatever it was, Dad said there was no oldest boy that was in their home that drove. But it was like he said, pieces were coming in from different kids trying to give us information and names and stuff like that.
See, the big deal here is it's not like him. And I know kids, they get influenced and stuff, but he's a homebody. Right. I mean, I'm like the same way. He would rather be at home playing this little Nintendo or, watching cartoons. Sometimes I gotta make him go ride his flag, that kind of thing. So he's not one just to walk off. And, he's had times where he's been a little embarrassed about his stomach problem, but never anything to drive him to something like that. So that's why, I had to come to grips with it. I'm pretty convinced that something bad. We kind of, between ourselves, kind of broke it down that we either feel like he's at a house where there's some of this drug stuff was going on, and they convinced,
Has anybody called the school yet?
Yeah.
So the principal called this morning.
I back up. I emailed the teacher first, and I'm like, can you give us any information? I knew she couldn't, but I wanted to start that dialogue. So can you give us any information about Gannon's friends or anything? She was like, no, but I can go through the administration or whatever. So, principal, somebody reached out last night to her. And the principal said he waited at the front just to make sure he didn't come to school today, outside or whatever. And then he made an announcement for the kids that, hey, if you have any information, we just want to help Gannon. And,
they also just sent an email on the do not reply. The district mail just came to us, but the principal said he was sending out to all families.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so they're doing their due diligence.
So that just came to us just now.
What kind of social media accounts does he have?
None. I don't even let him get online with his games. I haven't.
Does he have a phone? Obviously, he has a phone that he's texting you.
But we checked through that. I checked the phone logs on my AT&T account, and he hadn't texted anybody other than the one friend.
So we have the capability to do a download on the phone and potentially see things that are deleted that you and I wouldn't see immediately. It would be like in cache data or whatever. Would you be willing to let us look at his phone, do that download, see, just to make sure that he didn't delete something that that we need to look at? Okay. So it's an iPhone?
Yes. You want to grab that?
You need to take it with you?
Yeah, that would be great if we could.
I know we'll get to that, but I brought this because some of my buddies at work were like, you can track. Nintendo has a way to track if a device is hooked to the internet somewhere. Okay. So maybe if he's somewhere and played his game on the Wi-Fi or something.
Is the Nintendo Switch missing?
Yeah, he had it with him. So like he was going to play games. That's what obviously he was going to play games with his buddy or something.
What's the serial number on
I
that?
think that's going to be it right there if I'm not mistaken. Everything should be in here too. I think that's it though.
So other than the stomach issues, does he have any other ailments or disabilities?
He takes ADHD medicine, but that's never really caused him a problem. Other than he makes straight A's. He actually got his first B this past time. So
That's his phone there.
yeah, that's 2922 was the passcode.
2922. You said?
2922, yes, ma'am. Yeah, let me give you this phone number. And I don't know if you have to subpoena the information or not, but so my friend looked this up. He found and said that police can subpoena connection location for the switch, and that's the phone. And he found something on the internet that said that, so it's at least worth looking into, I think.
Yeah, we've got a database of stuff that we work with, so
yeah,
we'll be able to find a contact if that service exists with them.
And then I'm just going to show you. Can I show you something in here? I mean, I know you'll pull it up, but I was just going to share about the history.
Oh yeah, he had looked up only something that was concerned.
Where's the history at?
Are there any other children in the home?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You had mentioned a 17-year-old. Mm-hmm. So, Gannon, biologically, both of yours?
No, so I have Gannon and my 8-year-old daughter. And their mom is on the way now, so she's going to be here tonight. But
what is sister's name?
Lena, Laina.
What's her date of birth?
1/22/12.
And you have custody of both of them?
I do.
What is mom's name?
Technically shared, but they live with me and go to see her in the summer. So we call it shared, but I really have this. Mom's name is Landon, Landden.
Do you know her last name?
Hyatt, Hiott.
Date of birth?
4/11/85.
And we have one other child in the home as well, her biological daughter.
Okay, what is mom's phone number?
Phone number?
Yep. And you said your biological daughter?
Harley. H-U-N-T. No, Harley.
Oh, Harley.
Yes, ma'am.
What's Harley's date of birth?
5102.
That's mom's number.
You mentioned younger children in the home. Well, mainly I was meaning Lena because here's what happened. One of the people called this morning and she was sleeping and heard a lot of conversations and she's been like just crying and things like that. So yeah, and she already has like preconditioner with anxiety, but she gets very like,
it's worked up easily.
Yeah, worked up easily. So she's having a hard time because like the National Guard came earlier. So many people have been coming. So it's a lot.
So like you said, I guess the search history had been deleted, but like that one right there, Monday afternoon, I don't know. I don't see a time on that, so I don't know when that happened, but I'm sure that can be found. But it says, can my parent find my cell phone if it's off? So I don't know if he intended to take the
What
phone.
is this? Where does FGTEEV live?
That's so. This FGTV is some little kids show that they let the kids watch, and they got
Like
books about.
famous YouTubers.
It's like a
kind of
YouTube
sort of
thing that's going on. So, but he left the phone.
Talking? Is he talking to any girls?
No, actually, I joked with him about that, but
Because he had a puberty class and he was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, I don't want to do like." You know.
Yeah, they just had a little puberty class at school, so he's still in the do phase. Yeah, go ahead.
Now, if you see the messages that say to mommy in the last date, that's me talking to his mom. Because I don't give her my.
To see if you get any searches and stuff on the maps. So he searched for 10315 declaration. How was that, you guys?
Declaration is probably
It's over there off of
somewhere.
Old Glory.
It's probably somewhere.
It's old.
Yeah,
we
it's
were
probably.
just Old Glory.
Yeah,
We
it's
did the
probably something
declaration.
that we were.
I
It
didn't
could have
know.
been things that people.
What date was that?
10315 Declaration Drive.
When was that search?
It says Classic Homes, Horse and Ranch.
Yeah, I mean that's our neighborhood.
Right.
Declaration.
I didn't look for any declaration.
Definitely was on Kearsarge or
Yeah.
whatever.
Kearsarge.
Or whatever. But we were driving around over there, and somebody said that they saw a camera
That was the
off of Old Glory.
address on there.
Huh. Yeah. Wow, I didn't think about looking at that. But this how does it make any sense? Because he went the other direction.
103. I feel like is that someone's address?
Somebody, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
some of the people. Is it recently? Because
So this is how it was. So when I pulled up his map,
I don't have any cell
and do a
phone,
search,
but I have a computer one that
address
just
is
happens.
listed. That address. So when I click on it, I don't.
But if you just put Morrison Ranch, so is that the random address for that office?
Search for an address of declaration.
So
Sometimes.
This shows. I bring up his map to see if you flip back. I'll send the car down to that, and we'll figure out what that is. It's in Morrison Ranch. I know it's right there. I'll fork off to the south of thing. So it's gotta be right by their house.
But it's kind of farther towards the school than our house, toward that backside of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
We're up right at the front. That first section.
What model iPhone is that?
What is that?
That's like a 6. Yeah. It's old.
No, like I never searched.
Zillow.
They're over here.
So this here it's a computer search waiver, but we're going to use cell phones. So basically, what the cell phone waivers would say is that we're gonna dump this phone with your permission. You have the constitutional right not to have it searched without having a warrant. I think that at this point in time it would be good to start it.
Yes.
But everything that's on that, to include all deleted items, everything, it just makes a copy of everything. And then we'll get it back to you and we'll analyze the copy that we take from it. Again, it's you're providing consent. I can't coerce you into doing it. And I would have to obtain a search warrant if you didn't consent.
28.
I believe so. Yep.
28.
So we'll keep the phone and start searching for that. Searching through that. Where might he go other than? Does he have any other relatives in the area?
Nothing.
No relatives in the area.
It's just us and those few friends who's there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't recognize it.
Yeah, we're just in the car over there.
Okay.
Figure out why it's in this car. Did you ask about the bath salts house, the address?
Yeah, so we don't know just the friend. We don't know who the friend is.
And then I can show you all it said
In that
was.
text.
All he said to me was bath salts. Like, do we have any?
Because he wanted to take him to a friend's house.
Yeah, and let me pull it so I don't get it wrong. Huh?
I was trying to think You ordered these for you.
Oh, thank you.
And then I got another order coming for you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. So you can just read through it. It starts. I was in Oklahoma. It starts right there, so you can just scroll down. So, not to get as detailed as we did with him, he's been having some stomach problems. So that's when he talks about his tummy. He had made a little accident, dropped a candle, so he's upset about that. But then you can read the part about bath salts. And in context with that, at the same time, as soon as he said bath salts, I got on the phone with her and was like, "Hey, because we do have something to take, legit take baths with and stuff."
Yeah.
I said, "Get it all, hide it, put it away."
And I told
until
him
we figure out what's going on.
He did ask me the day before.
Yeah.
And I gave him a bath bomb because I didn't know.
So she's very vague. There's no friend's name or where they live or anything, because the intent was to have that conversation face to face or whatever.
I'm doing it. I'm sorry, when did you say you went to Fort Sill?
I left Sunday morning. Well, actually, I went Sunday night because my mom flew out Saturday night. My flight was Sunday morning, and then I got there Sunday. Had one day of class, and then this all happened Monday night. So, which was yesterday. I came back and.
What time did you guys go to Petco?
I don't know. I could probably look through what time we set alarm.
Okay.
That was Sunday, right?
No, Sunday was we went hiking on Sunday.
You didn't go to Petco Sunday? I thought you said
No, we went
Petco Monday.
Yeah, because it was just me again and again. I was in the car because the stomach.
Okay, cool.
Because Lena went with us hiking, but Lena wasn't. What's that date?
Tell you what. Yesterday was 27th. So weird about that address. You said you're sending the car to the house?
The only thing I can think of, though, if that was the person that we took the jingle basket to.
Why would you use his phone?
Gannon was with me.
Okay.
So if it ends up being the person with, the neighborhood to do the jingle basket, that's the only thing, because it was somebody in Morrison Ranch, but I don't remember that address. It's where you go, new people, but that would have been December. So I don't know what they got. I don't know if that's their address, I'm just saying.
Any clothes missing?
Except for 27.
Like I said, literally from what she explained, everything was consistent with I'm going to play with my friends. So it was whatever clothes he had on,
27.
we make him put his play shoes on. We got nice shoes with play shoes. He had his play shoes on. So, it was pretty obvious that his intent was I'm not leaving, but I'm going to play. And I'm, doing everything I'm supposed to do. And she let him take his switch. We don't really ever do that, so.
When was the last time he talked to his mom, his biological mother?
He talked to her Sunday? He had been talking to. He talks to her, right? They talk almost. I'd say
know that he did
5 times a week.
No, because
I know he talked to her Friday and Saturday because my mom was here and he was on the phone with her. So.
Sorry, there's just a lot on 27, so I'm just trying to see.
You said bio mom's coming in from.
Yeah, she's on the way now. I think she just got on a plane, South Carolina. Yeah, that's where we're all originally from, South Carolina, but I'm out here for the military. So. Not to add any confusion to it, but the mom's married to a guy that's got a lot of trouble with the law. And that was one of my first instincts when it was when the come and go thing came up and they said that he walked in all nonchalant, everything was normal. It was like the dude was here or something, because he's got a lot of trouble like that in his background. So I was it came to my mind. It's worth putting down, but I don't know if it's anything legit.
Does she have your address?
Yeah, she does.
I know it says I disarmed the panel at Monday, January 27th at 2:29. So that's when we would have, and I set the back door to close because I would have let the dogs out back in. So that's when
you got home?
when I came home. I'm still scrolling up. I just didn't want to have to go in the back. And then let's see, it says basement motion. I had to set the alarm. It's not showing when I set the alarm, but it says living room and basement motion at 10:10 a.m. Oh, here it is. Armed by master right here. So Monday, January 27th, I armed the alarm at 10:05 a.m.
10:05, you guys went?
That's what time I armed it. So I'm assuming, yeah, because we had motion that morning because we were there.
Which alarm do you use?
ADT.
What did you participate in? Jingle?
They do these little basket things where they would a group on Facebook or wherever of say 10 women or 10 families. Just you set a dollar amount and it's okay, you bring a basket of stuff to their house.
Okay.
So it's like a Secret Santa, I don't know, something like that, but for the neighborhood.
I could look on the lady who sends it if you want me to see if that's the address she sent.
It doesn't matter. We're going to send a card
Okay.
anyway.
Okay.
So we'll make contact,
Okay.
verify.
Okay.
It's weird that he would have that address on.
Yeah.
Because if that's recent, then I know we
And I
got.
don't have a way to see when it was searched. I can just see that the address is the only address on there.
Right.
So
Has he ever left before?
No, I can tell you. I know your parent says this, but he's pretty straight up kid. And if ever he does wrong, the only thing he ever sneaks is playing his games if he's grounded or something. That's it. Other than that, he does his chores. He makes straight A's, kind-hearted. He fusses with his sister, but
And
everybody does
to
it.
add to that, I know Fiorke was saying that the counselor has said
Yes.
Yeah.
So I because of so his mom in the situation with her husband, she basically lost everything. Doesn't have a place to live. Gone through a lot. Been on drugs and stuff. So I got custody of them. It's been pretty hard, for any kid. And I went through some of that as a kid. So I was like, let's get them counseling, just to be certain there's nothing that they're dealing with, and they know it's okay to talk. So they go once a month on base, and I always ask at the end of the session, hey, is there anything alarming that he brought up or anything I need to know about? And
Yeah, and she always says
for him, it's nothing, that he's just open, and he's going through normal emotions of loving mom and loving
misses his
dad
mom.
and stuff like that, but nothing hey, you need to.
Does he go on Carson?
Yes.
And what's his counselor's name?
Dr. Burtek. I have her number if you want it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So looking through this phone and listening to you is exactly like looking through my 12-year-old's phone and talking to him. Exactly. He communicates over a couple of game chats. He plays his games on. Does he play a computer game?
No, this is it right here. And I refused, unless he's done it behind my back. I know he gets on YouTube and watches some stuff, but I have absolutely said no online gaming. So unless he's got on there and figured it out, then...
So not necessarily communicating through the game. They have apps and stuff that you can talk back and forth with your friend.
Maybe.
While you game and stuff. And he likes to use those instead of text messages. He uses different apps. I was looking to see if I recognized any of the names on there, the ones our son uses that he gets in trouble for.
Yeah.
So I don't recognize any of them on there from what he uses.
Yeah, and usually, once again, he's pretty innocent by telling us, or at least hinting at things. And he's never even said, oh, I learned this from this. Well, how he learns is he researches YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, I can see the way he was talking to you in those text messages about is he going to be in trouble if he still plays game, stuff like that.
But I did block him from the Wi-Fi because he was using TikTok and he had something about some choking game.
Yes, I that I noticed and paying attention to what the news and all that, I banned them from TikTok and said remove it from all your devices because of the bad. I'm sure there's good stuff, but that stuff that encourages those challenges or whatever's going on.
When was that?
Within the past week.
Yeah, I took him off. Like you can go on the Xfinity block.
Yeah.
And shut his device off.
Yeah, she did that.
So I did that because I look over and it was some people were choking and had quarters and I don't know what they're doing. It was like I guess to get high.
This is counseling.
Like you choke yourself or something. And so he was laughing, but I think he saw it as just people being silly. I don't think he was realizing like
How serious
that was. So I told him a story about my brother, which was a true story. He was playing a quarter game and it went down his throat and he had to be rushed to the hospital, blah, 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 blah. And so then he kind of looked at me like, like it was serious. So I didn't think anything else about it. Didn't think he was going to do anything like that. I just thought he thought it was funny.
And see, the kid is so like tenderhearted. Like I know the kids are obviously influenced. We know that, but he would never like smoking or anything like that because his mom's got into that stuff since we split up, and his stepdad as well, and his grandma, his mom's mom smokes real bad, and so he knows that causes bad stuff.
But then the thing was in his book bag.
What was in his book bag?
So she found after the bath salts. After the bath salts, I said go check his book bag just in case. Initially, she found nothing, but then after he disappeared, they went back and.
No, I didn't ever go look at it initially.
Oh, I thought you looked.
No, you asked me to go look at it, but I was doing other things.
So they
I
found a 2-pack of those little Swisher sweets.
Yeah, I sent Harley to go look at it.
I don't know. Somebody had to give him those.
When did you find those?
Last night.
Yeah, so I sent Harley to go do it. So Harley was like pulling out the book bag stuff, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't see anything." And then she had a folder in her hand, and dropped that folder, so she immediately texted out. But didn't look like anything was used.
Who's his best friend? Do you think that was?
There's kids at the industry.
Braden and Connor.
Connor not as much because.
Have we been to their house?
I don't know. Did they talk to the police last night?
Connor's mom did.
Connor's mom was there, but I was texting the other parents because they were out in the neighborhood looking.
Was Brady's parents one of them?
Yeah, out in the neighborhood looking around. Yeah.
You talked to Brady's parents and Connor's.
I'm not sure if y'all talked to Brady's.
I know I know they talked to Braden's mom because she was at our group several times.
There you go.
I don't know that you talked to Connor's mom, but I do know she was there at the time everyone was there.
What is the Rubicon Drive address?
Rubicon Drive, actually?
So Lily and
Is that what
are you want to know like the friends that live on that address? Okay.
9865 Rubicon Drive.
I don't know the number, but the Lily and Reese I spoke about earlier, they live on Rubicon, which I think is the street right behind us. Is that Rubicon?
Yeah, Rubicon's behind us, but I don't know anybody. I thought Gaplin was behind us.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at it.
What is it again?
Rubicon.
9865 Rubicon Drive.
No, what is this? It's something.
That was the usual hangout, yeah.
Oh, okay. Who gave you this?
It was listed in the report. You guys gave it to us.
Yeah, I didn't give anybody no.
So there was information that he wanted to go to a party with the bath salts. That was the sleepover. Is that right?
But
no, he said I want to go to a friend's house. They said bring bath salts and my older brother will drive us around. That's piecing it all together, but in his terms, that's
but I didn't know the same thing anybody about.
So this Rubicon. So we live on Mandan right here. That Rubicon would be those boys, that Braden's family right here. I'm sure that's.
So that's Braden's house.
I would assume that because they don't know anybody else in Rubicon.
Yeah, I wouldn't have given.
And Lily and Reese live on. Well, I don't know. Rubicon goes around here, so unless he was going somewhere right there, I don't know. But the boys do live there. Rubicon. Lily and Reese live on Capitol.
So we also have a deputy back over at the Come and Go.
Okay.
So we asked them to send us the videos. They can't do it in the store. They have to do it at the corporate office. It's a wireless system or whatever. They do cloud, and they can send it to the deputies. He's going back over to review that.
Linda Reese. Or Reese Linda.
Oh, at that Declaration House? I mean, to know if there's any kids there, we'd have to go through the school probably.
That's what they're doing now. They're going down to see if there's anybody home. If they have any kids, son's age.
Okay.
And then see why he would have searched that address, et cetera, and start from there. So they're headed down and do that now. Our deputy over, taking a look at the video over there. Did you talk to Deputy Donatello yesterday?
Would this been late last night?
No, it would have been probably before 4 p.m.
I'm trying to find the only deputy I spoke with that I remember. One called me because we were getting overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I don't know who I spoke with. They were at the house though, right?
There's a lot.
I think they were at the house, and then Donahue,
Donatello, yeah.
Sean Donahue.
Now, Chris Donatello.
This is El Paso County. Yes, Deputy Sean Donahue, I think, is the one I talked to because he said he said he would text me the case number, and then he said we got come and go footage, so I texted him back. Yeah, I mean you can read through it if you want.
So the deputy that went to the come and go, the clerk said, "Oh yeah, he was in here." The deputy reviewed the video, and he did not think it was yourself. He doesn't think it's yourself. Based on what he saw here.
Was the one viewed today or last night?
Last night. He's going back again today.
So let's see. Donahue said basically that it said there was nothing out of the ordinary. He didn't seem under arrest. He left on foot. He only purchased a bag of chips. And I continued to ask him questions about.
So I think that came from a clerk. And the clerk said, yeah, it's him. But the deputy went through the video. The kid that's in the video buying the chips.
Yeah.
He doesn't think it's yourself.
Okay.
But he's over there back now. And we can go there and look at it, but we can't get a copy of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to have the email stuff.
I mean, I was over there when, I don't know who was over there at like 11:30. There was another deputy over there around.
That would not have been the guy that's over there now. He gets off in before.
Yeah, so we were driving around. I saw a squad car or whatever there. I pulled in and I said, hey, can I look at the footage with you? He said, I don't have permission for that. But he said, I've looked over an hour and a half. I don't see what description of your son or something that's close to the picture.
What says iCloud sign in? Sorry.
Let's text real quick. It's in my note. I think it's the kid Stauch, isn't it?
I'll need a username and password.
Yeah, I got it in my phone.
Do you see anything in a report that talks about the video? I know that. I saw a screenshot on the phone of a kid on a sidewalk or something like that. Did you guys have a camera?
Somebody sent that.
So there's been like 100 videos, photos that I went through, and I know that a couple of them were what appears to be him because it's the same outfit, the same looks like him. There were people scrolled in on the so. We had like 400 comments to go through.
So that should be the iCloud
that we sent things
username and password for his phone.
That wasn't really when we wrote them back to him or whatever. So
yeah, you can write all that in. And that's the Gmail username and password tied to that.
Do you care if I just take a picture of that?
You only have a screenshot and send it to you. How about that?
That's
cool. Like it was on Gaplin. And one of them I sent to my husband. I just don't remember where this.
It's really weird to be up there. That's it.
Gaplin's behind us.
No, these are Cap.
Oh yeah, no Gaplin.
Okay. That's way up in the city.
Message. All right, what's your number?
719-208 1406.
And I just left that's my daughter's iCloud too. Not that it'll matter, but just in case, I just left that one on there for you.
You're pretty sure that's him?
Yeah. Okay. But I mean.
So where was this one taken at what time?
I need to look back through all the messages that I just screenshotted the Pongo started sending there.
Can I give you a number if you need to send that picture to? I'm going to send it to the guy that's overlooking the video. Okay. 719
Anything else that you think?
43 No. 5657. And that one was somewhere over by your house.
Yeah, what video here? We did.
He's over at the come and go.
Oh, I did. Safeway. I was like, I don't really think Safeway. That's why I was like, but.
So I did see he has a whole bunch of emails for Safeway.
Well, this is why. This is
story.
why. So we'll all be in there, and they only let you do the just for you keep on clipping. So everybody in the house with phones has to get it so we can all
Scamming the system.
so that's why.
Our son gets random emails.
You'll notice King Sippers on there too.
My email box is full.
Yeah.
I gotta check my email.
Yes. That's why it's King
Select all,
Sippers
delete.
away from. That's. And then I'll get in there and be like, oh, what number am I putting in, and try them all.
Has anybody searched you guys' house yet?
Yeah, so that was the first thing they did. Was it was about 6 people showed up, and because we waited about 4 hours, and the first thing they did, they come in, they just were like, hey, we need to get your ID. You know, you have to run in like I guess like search warrants and stuff like that. And then they said, well, typically or sometimes kids can like hide, and someone told me something about kids could be in the dryer and not realize that they could breathe, or like different places. So the guy went through every room and all the officers and everybody else like stood this way, and he did like flashlights and checked all the spots to make sure he wasn't like hiding, because at this point it had already been so long. if he doesn't ever come in to hide. He might do like a play, like jump out behind that thing, but not like anything specific. Yeah, so he went in like all of our closets. We like moved stuff. Everybody was silent. Then we looked at the alarm to see like if there was any motion that might have been in any direction that we like we didn't know. And so we spent. I did do it. He did it. We spent a while doing that, going over certain things. Like they walked me around. They were like, does he always leave this here? The clothes that were laid out, because we laid out when he goes out of town and like just me there. I try to lay out all the clothes, and I do it for him too if I'm somewhere, so they can just get up and find their clothes. So they were like, all these clothes are laid out, and I was like, yeah, it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because he's got like 2 beds, so he needs to see other beds, like to lay out all his stuff. So they walk through, he just asking simple questions. Would he normally do this? Would he normally do that?
We're working on the Nintendo right now.
What streets have you got going on? Okay.
Does he have a gamer ID on that Switch?
Yeah.
You don't remember the account you created for him? Did it come through on his phone?
Can I see this phone? It might be
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, he had one, and then when he got the new system, we just created him a new one because we couldn't remember the password for it. So
See if or if he said, hey, you got a vehicle, it's legally registered, legally parked, and your stuff all over the place.
When he goes to play, I know you had said that you have to like basically kick him out the door to go ride his bike in that, but when he does play outside, where does he go?
just to Braden's house.
Well, you don't have to kick him outside if he's not on his medicine.
Cool.
If he's not on his medicine, he's hyper, he'll go to
Right.
But
How you doing?
if he's on his medicine, it's more like till it wears off, because he takes vitamins for ADHD. So until it wears off, it might be like I don't want to play. Like it's on this zombie mode at first. So when it wears off, like if it's the weekend and we give it to him because we have to go to church, he would not go outside on a Sunday because it's still in the system of church. But he didn't take it because he didn't take it Saturday. He didn't take it because we went hiking, because we did a 6-mile hike. He didn't take it Sunday. I'm sorry, that was Sunday. He didn't take it Saturday. He didn't take it Sunday, and he didn't take it Monday, which caused stomach problems. So he was off his medicine.
You still need that come and go out?
No.
No?
I don't even think we ever did. I don't.
They said the manager of the store knows the kid. He comes in frequently with his dad. So,
And that's not us.
right,
that's not-
which we commonly have. Somebody will see something and go, oh yeah, that's the kid I see. So they said that the kid that they're seeing, they're saying it's him. So he knows him because he comes in all the time with you. So you guys like to see also that long ago. It's definitely not enough for a clerk to know.
Yeah. No,
So-
I don't. I think it's a
All this says is this.
I've ever been to that.
I don't know if
Gas
that.
station. We go. You get gas over here.
Like that's always the
Or
purchase stuff sometimes.
So the Gmail account associated.
I think the Congo information.
Should be the
I don't think he was last seen.
Sounds like okay.
So I don't think he was last seen in the Congo.
okay.
This was the guy that originally reported he saw him. He's got that working. But he's saying, yeah, I know. I'm like, this guy comes here all the time. Obviously, that's not your guy.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't think every. I might have been there one time.
The deputy was looking. The deputy did not think it was him. He's going back to alert to see if there's a kid that he sees in the store that he buys the chips. He gets back into this car. I don't think that's going to be it. I don't think he made it up. I could be wrong, but it did not look like that to me based on.
Did you get what you needed? The
Yes.
ID thing.
I have a lieutenant and a deputy going down to that declaration address right now. So we're heading down there to talk to them. For you guys talking to a couple of deputies that were on foot this morning,
Okay.
checking the golf course.
Yeah, because we saw him put the light on, and we thought like there was people out there, but they were doing like another call, so he like kind of chased them down.
No, it was actually for you.
Oh.
They didn't know what they were going to find and whatnot.
Yeah.
They didn't want to get people all riled up.
Right.
They were checking on a tip, and there was some noise coming from their shed. I think it was in that golf course area.
Oh.
So they went in and searched it.
Okay.
See where the fence was pushed down?
Right.
He was not in.
Okay.
But I want you to know, that was them looking. We're looking for.
Okay.
We're following tips this morning.
Oh, because they were just like, we're going to talk to somebody, and we both drove off and was like, we both drove to make sure it's not right. We both drove off and like, we're going in the woods to talk to people. Because we thought like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever, and drove off.
So they were going into that
Okay.
area because there's an abandoned shed or something like that.
Okay.
That they went in there. It's fenced in. The fence is pushed down, so you can tell people going there and looking
Okay.
around. They were going there looking for it.
Okay, thank you. I mean, like, I'm glad they weren't like saying that, because soon it would have been like,
They just didn't. They didn't want to.
right.
Yeah, we got a tip. You might be over here. And
Yeah,
next thing you know, 30
exactly.
people are running toward the shed.
Exactly, yes.
Alright, if you guys come up with. For me, I would like to talk to. I'd like to talk to the two out there, you know what I mean? Well, they might know where this party is supposed to be.
What color is Brady's house?
I don't want to talk to the parents. I
I'm
want
gonna be
to talk.
honest with you, I don't handle anything with them. I don't even know. I think it's like 10. I don't even. I've never even spoke to their parents until now.
Would your husband know?
Yeah, I think it's like 10. I mean, I drove by it, and I just don't.
Eugene,
They need to ask you.
Oh yeah.
what color is Braden's house?
Sorry, I didn't know.
Is it on your street?
So come in our neighborhood. Our house is like third from the end, something like that. T intersection, dead end right here. There's Canberra, who I referenced, and then Braden. Basically, you go straight to their house from the intersection.
So this is.
This is us. That's Mandan. Rubicon, right? Rubicon.
Find out about that declaration house. If nobody's there, we'll start doing a back search.
Braden and then Canberra.
Okay, and go from there.
Sounds good. We'll be out there.
Alright.
You said.
Canberra, which she's in there somewhere as well. And
Where's
this is-
Connor at?
Connor, they live over
Like Academy or something, right?
somewhere, yeah, way over off Academy. It's just his mom teaches at that Webster school or works there, so that he goes to that.
And they just
Connor's mom's number.
did you give her that? Did you?
No,
No,
we got sidetracked.
She just
on
actually-
15 other things.
yeah.
Sorry.
I don't
So
have a
Braden
saving
is
though.
on Rubicon.
He goes by Gannon.
Go back in.
Gannon, yeah.
Who am I looking for? Oh, Connor's mom.
Yeah.
You guys let me know when you get. I'm gonna head down that direction.
Okay, we'll do.
Folks, we're doing everything we can for you right now. Thank you so much. You guys up. We got your number. Make sure your phone stays charged. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. That'll work.
And so, this is school. It's down here, Grand Mountain. It's just a reference.
Okay.
And what is it? What is Fontaine? Fontaine was
I
the
do know
main drag coming in.
Right?
Mark Shuffle.
Yep. I do know that part.
We're the first turn when you come in. So. Anyways.
Okay, perfect. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna. Do you have a card on you? I'll have mine in the car. We're gonna head down to talk to see if we can get a hold of Braden.
Yeah,
See what time.
It's right. Time, right?
Well,
My yacht died.
might be in school. We may, and he goes to Grand Mountain.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood does now.
Except Connor.
Okay.
Well, Connor's, because he's way
Yeah.
over here somewhere. Off Academy, like I said. Braden does his.
We're gonna try and talk to Braden. We're gonna get a dump on the phone.
Okay.
Sergeant Hess, the guy that was sitting here, he's also working on things in the area too with other patrols. He's sort of like the lead for out in the field.
Okay.
We're gonna see what information we can gather from there.
Sure.
And I will inform you guys as soon as I can if what we find. If something comes up, no matter how minute, please call us. Okay. That 208 number that you texted, that's my direct cell. So, and I think I called you from it, so you should have it in your phone. So yeah, hit me up, let me know what's going on.
Okay.
If I don't answer immediately, send me a text too.
Okay.
Okay? All right, guys.
At 1:40, Deborah Locklear sends a text message to Letecia and says, "Do you think he ran away?" And Letecia said no. And then at 2:16, Letecia sends an outgoing message to Sergeant Hess, a picture of what looks like Gannon walking down the sidewalk. That was just the beginning. The lies, the deflections, the attempt to steer the narrative. It's all there in that Starbucks interview. But trust me, we're not done yet. In the next episode, we'll hear directly from Al himself in police interviews, the man who knew Letecia better than anyone, until everything changed. You won't want to miss it.
I just want to say thank you. Nothing more, no play.